Good morning, grade 5 girls. How are you today? Today we will complete our lesson. How do scientists collect and interpret your data? Today is Wednesday, 22 April 2020. We have pages 341, 342, and 343. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Learning objectives. To know how to select and use tools to collect and interpret data. Let's remind you with safety in the lab. First, you have to listen to the teacher instructions, ask questions. You have to use chemical carefully. Tie your long hair back and avoid wearing loose clothing. You have to wear safety goggles when needed. Never taste or smell any substance unless directed to do or so by your teacher. Help keep the plants and animals that you use safe. Read the activity carefully before you start. And when you handle any sharp items and other equipment, you have to handle it carefully. You have to handle it carefully. Okay. Now, before I start, I want to remind you also with the science tools. Okay, all of you listen here. Who wants to come and do it? I will choose my class dojo. Okay. Now, first, measure temperature of a substance, what you will use. Yes, thermometer. Now here, I want another girl makes object appear much longer. Yes, meter stick. Sorry, much larger is microscope. Measure of the mass of an object. Is it stopwatch or meter stick or balance? What you will choose? Excellent, it's a balance. Measure volume of a solid or liquid. Is it metal stick? No, it's what? Graduated cylinder. Measure length and distance. Yes, it's meter stick. Analyze data easier and faster. Is the stopwatch? No, it's what? Calculator. Now the last one measures elapsed time. All of you know it, stopwatch. Now let's complete our lesson now. Thank you here. Okay. Organizing data. Scientists use to organize their data in table and bar graph. Table and bar graph. It has the same information but in different ways. In different ways. Here we have number of tornadoes this year for selected items, for selected states, okay? Here we have the frequencies of tornadoes. Okay, organized data. When scientists use tools to make observation, they collect data. In order to be useful, data must be organized. How it must be organized? Organizing data allows scientists to more easily recognize patterns that may be present. Now, organizing data can be in many ways, including tables, as I show you, graphs, charts, and graphics. Now, one way scientists organize data is by using table. It shows that scientists have collected data on frequencies of tornadoes in various states and have organized the information. They organize the information, they collect the data and organize the information. Now, it may be displayed in a graph, such as a bar graph that you see it, and graphs can help scientists see mathematical relationships in their data. Also, the information in both the table and the graphs is the same, as I told you, but it's shown in different ways. Now here, question number one, who can answer it? Use data in the table, complete this paragraph. Yes. For Florida, you have to complete it. It's about 55. You have to draw the bars. Indiana, you have to draw also, it's about 22. You have to draw the bar. So here the same information but in different way. Here table, here paragraph. Question number 10. I want another girl to answer. Okay, based on the table and the graph, what might land descriptions tell you about the tornadoes and where they are most likely to occur? Okay, based on the table and the graph, it seems that there is a strong relationship between the occurrence of tornado and flat land and flat land. So in flat land, the occur of tornado, there is a strong relationship between the flat land and the number of tornadoes. But in hilly land, there is less tornado here. Interpret your data. When scientists interpret data, they look at the information they have collected by using tools safely to observe, measure, and estimate. Now, weather forecasts are predictions that may help people better prepare for severe storms. So, weather forecasts help us to know if there is any severe storms coming. They give us warning. Scientists use values such as the mean, median, mood, and range. I think you study it in math. These values can help scientists determine the quality and usefulness of data. The first one, the mean. The mean is the average. You find the mean by adding the data together and then dividing by the number of data. Here we take the how much rainfall measurement of rainfall were taken daily 1 week and the following data were obtained. Now for 1 week we have 0 millimeter, 4 millimeter, 15, 7, 23, and 0. From this information, you want to find the mean. How? First step, you have to find the sum. All of it equal for 49. Then divided by the number of these data. So we have 7 times 49 divided by 7 equals 7. Now median. The median is in the middle. From اسم median in the middle. Half of the data are lower than the median and half are higher. Half of data are lower, half of data are higher. First, the first step, you have to put all the data in order. You have 0, 0, 3, 4, 7, 15. Our measurement for rainfall for 1 week, this is, we have to put it in order. So the number that is in the middle, here, median is 4. You have some numbers are lower and some numbers are higher than the median. Now mood. Mood is the value that occurs most often. Here occurs most often 2 times 0. Now range. The range is the difference between the largest and the smallest value. The largest number here 20, the smallest value is 0. So he said the range difference, it means minus, from difference minus. So 20 minus 0 equal 20 millimeter. Question number 11. Look at the table on the previous page. What is the median number of tornado for the 5 states in the table graph? To find the mean, you have to add all the numbers, then divide it by its. And the median, you have to put it in order to see which number is in the middle. So the median is 22 in the middle, the mean equal 23. Make inference. Science deals with observation and fact. Imagine that you hear a dog barking in the distance. This scientific observation, because anyone listening to and looking at the dog would agree that the dog is barking. Now, data observation are facts. For example, the statement dogs bark is fact. Now, scientific observation are different from opinions. Maybe as example, an opinion is a person belief and not always based facts. For example, an opinion here in case the dog is the dog here is a bad dog. But a scientist use facts observation to draw conclusion and make inferences. What is the meaning of inference? Inference is conclusion based on observation. Again, what is the meaning of inference? Repeat it with me. A conclusion based on observation. An example of inference, the dog is barking because it sees a rabbit. In science, for a conclusion to be valid, it must be based on observation and sound reasoning, not on opinion. Who can read the question number 12? Okay, infer. Look at this picture for a dog. Write a statement that is an observation. Write a statement that is an inference. Yes, the dog is outside. This is statement for observation. We see that the dog is outside, not inside. Now, inference, the dog is cold, so that the dog is barking. Now, good. Why it's important to organize data with consistency and precision. Why it's important to organize data with consistency and precision. It's important to organize data so that people can use the information that has been collected to make inferences. Organizing data also allows other scientists to more easily review and confirm an investigation. So again, important to organize your data so that people can use the information has been collected to make inference, to make their observation. Organizing data also allow other scientists to more easily review and confirm investigations results. Question number 8. How are data used in science? Data are used to make inference. Now, you can read the first one. Fill in the blank. The is the value that occurs most often in the data set. Which one occurs most data in the data set? Yes, it's smooth. Excellent. The is the value in the middle. Half of the data are higher, and then this value and half are lower. It's in the middle from its name. Is it range? No, it's median. Now, that is found by adding the data together and then dividing by the number of data. No, not range, it's mean. Now here, this one's range. That is difference between the largest and the smallest value in the data set. As I told you, when you see the difference, you have to put minus. Thank you, my dear students, for your listening. And next week we have another new lesson with us. Thank you.